Hi, I'm Lawrence Hewitt. I'm an executive coach. I'm a leadership coach. I'm a career coach. Basically, I'm a coach all around. And this is your 5-minute coaching session. What I'd like to talk about today is PERMA. PERMA, that's P-E-R-M-A, PERMA. It is one of the foundational principles in positive psychology. It's a construct within which are all of the aspects of a person's life that must be present, and I use the word must very consciously, must be present in order for them to experience a sense of thriving, of flourishing in their life, in having a life of fulfillment. So let's examine PERMA for a moment, because it's relevant to both a person's personal life, their professional life, their life as a whole. So the P of PERMA, the P stands for positive emotions. And positive emotions can be anything that makes you feel good, that just makes you happy. It could be eating your favorite dessert. It could be playing with your kids. It could be seeing your favorite movie. Whatever makes you feel good, that generates those positive emotions, that just kind of makes your day and it uplifts your mood. That's the P of PERMA. And then there's E, and that stands for engagement. It's the ability to become completely absorbed in an activity or a task so that the world just kind of falls away, that time just stops because you are just in the zone. You are experiencing a sense of flow from this activity. And it could be any activity. It could be playing your favorite sport. It could be working on a spreadsheet. It's whatever those tasks or activities are that just kind of, again, get you into the zone. And with engagement, to establish that flow state, it's interesting. The task has to be just difficult enough. It can't be too easy, but it also can't be too hard. It's got to be that sweet spot where you're using your skills to their fullest and you're making progress. And that's how you get into that flow state. So that's engagement. And then there's R, relationships. And these are meaningful relationships to you. These are relationships where you feel supported, where you feel nurtured, where you feel someone has got your back. You know that you can always rely on them. They might be romantic relationships. They may be relationships with your friends. It could be even a relationship with your colleagues or your manager. Then there's M, meaning, or think of it as meaning and purpose. Being a part of something that is larger than yourself, something that creates feelings of awe, perhaps, feelings that what you're a part of is truly important and you are a part of it. You may even be making an impact on it. Like, for example, you may be very bought into your company's mission and you feel that the work that you're doing contributes to that very important mission, and therefore your work is very important. But it can also be that come from your religion, for example, that you feel very connected with your God, with your personal God. Or it can come from music, that you love music, either because you're a musician or you simply appreciate the music. And again, it creates that sense of awe. So that's meaning and purpose. And then the last part of PERMA is the A, and that stands for accomplishment. That there's something in your life that you can point to and say, I did that, and I'm really proud of that. That could be something professional. For example, you just got a big project over the finish line with great results, and you are really proud of that. Or it could be something you've done in your personal life. You could be your kid. Your kid comes home and they have done something great, and in some way as their parent you've contributed to that accomplishment, and it makes you feel like it's your own accomplishment. That's the A. The other thing about accomplishment in this context too is that you don't necessarily have to have achieved a big goal. even if you feel like you're making progress toward a goal, that will actually feel like accomplishment as well. And it is small wins, as we call it. And that's PERMA. And PERMA is, again, relevant for your personal life. So in other words, you can think about the P, the E, the R, the M, the A in terms of what's going on at work, or you could think about it in terms of what's going on in your professional life. And I would recommend to you, do just that. Write out each of those, PERMA, maybe in a spreadsheet or in columns, and write out in your professional life, what are some things that generate positive emotions? In your personal life, where are the positive emotions coming from? And do that for each of these aspects of PERMA, and you'll be really, you'll find it really interesting. It'll be things that you didn't really think about until just then. What might also happen is you'll realize that you may be lacking in one area. Maybe you simply don't have a sense of meaning and purpose in your life. And that's something you should try to pursue, because it is important. You will feel like there's something missing. That's the thing with PERMA. If one of those things is missing, just one, you will feel some kind of a gap in your life. And this would be a great exercise to identify those gaps and come up with strategies to fill those. Okay, so that's our 5-minute coaching session for the day. Once again, I'm Lawrence Hewitt. I am a coach. I have a coaching practice called Torchwood Coaching. Please check out my website at torchwoodcoaching.com. My other coaching practice, which is actually a leadership development practice, is called Leadership in Play, where we deliver powerful leadership lessons through gameplay. Check out my website because it's really interesting. It's a really unique offering. And I would love to talk to you either about leadership in play and how I can help you and your company, or through Torchwood Coaching, again, how I can help you or your company. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and hopefully we'll talk soon.